Yo, what's good, people? It is your boy Hard 8 Times, the truth for YouTube, your favorite commentator's favorite commentator. Y'all know all of that good shit. Anyway, links are down in the description for my last video, Facebook groups, gamer tags, all of that shit. Link to the article. Everything will be down in the description for you to use as you see fit. You dig? Now, I've been checking out this website for about a week or two. It's called SpawnFirst.com. And what I have gathered so far is that this seems to be a Sony fagboy site. Yes, everything seems to be in favor of PlayStation no matter what. And that's just what I have gathered in the last week or two. And this article right here further proves my point. Now, this guy went on to write, last gen versus next gen graphics. The Last of Us trumps Dead Rising 3. Now, he loves everything about the Xbox. He loves the apps, the user interface, the TV functionalities, all of that shit. But the one problem that he has is with the games. Now, when it comes to the games, he feels like he's been cheated. You know, when he look at games like Call of Duty Ghosts, Forza 5, Battlefield 4, he feels like he's been robbed. He shelled out all of this money, and this shit doesn't feel next gen. Now, two of those games he named are also on the PS4, so surely he must feel the same way about the PS4, correct? I mean, yes, Call of Duty Ghosts on the PS4 looks noticeably better than the Xbox One version, but when it comes to Battlefield 4, it's not that big of a difference. So surely he has to feel the same way, correct? But oh no, he won't mention that, not on this fagboy website. Anyway, so he goes on to say that he, you know, like a light bulb went off in his head. Bing! I have an idea. He said to truly test the absolute visual capabilities of the Xbox One against a last-gen system, why not compare the best of last-gen with the launch game from a current-gen? Now, here's where the comparison goes left. Here's where it goes left. Now, he chose to use The Last of Us, which is a last-generation PS3 exclusive, and he put it up against Dead Rising 3. Now, I know he probably was thinking, okay, Dead Rising 3 have zombies, The Last of Us have zombies. Actually, The Last of Us doesn't have zombies, but he probably don't know that. He put those two games together and made the comparisons and came up with his, you know, his opinion that The Last of Us trumps Dead Rising 3, right? Here is the problem with this comparison. First of all, The Last of Us is a linear game, so a lot more could be done. And you know, when it's a linear game, and Dead Rising 3 is an open world game. It has thousands of things on the screen at once. There's a lot going on at the same time. It is an unfair comparison. Excuse me. It is an unfair comparison. Now, I wonder why this guy didn't choose to use Rise, Son of Rome, for the comparison when Rise is also a linear game. So I think it would have made a lot more sense if he would have compared Rise to The Last of Us. Now, this has nothing to do with story. This has nothing to do with gameplay. We are talking solely about graphics. So before anybody say, well, Rise sucks, the gameplay sucks, the combat sucks, all of this other shit sucks, that is not what this is about. It is simply a graphics comparison. Anyway, Rise is linear, Last of Us is linear. Why would he not choose to show those two games in a comparison rather than choosing Dead Rising 3? When we all know there's a lot more going on Dead Rising 3. You know, even though it's like, you know, 30 frames and some of the shit that's going on in Dead Rising 3 there's no excuse for, but at the same time, you gotta call a ball, a strike, a strike. Now, down here he has, where I'm at right here, if you can see it, he has these two links where you can go check out screenshots from The Last of Us and screenshots from Dead Rising 3. The funny thing about this is he uses bull shots from The Last of Us, and he also, to be fair, uses bull shots from Dead Rising 3. And looking, you know, comparing the two bull shots, there's no question. Last of Us looks better. But really, bull shots? Bull shots. And that's something I learned yesterday. That's something I learned yesterday about the Watch Dogs and what bull shots is all about. I never really knew what a bull shot was. Just like when we was getting all those screenshots of fucking GTA 5, those were most likely bull shots. And pretty much they're just like doctored up fucking screenshots. You know what I mean? They're screenshots of something that could go on in the game, but it's really not. It's like some Photoshop type shit. It's basically to show the consumer when you're advertising, you want to show your game in the best light or whatever like that, and that's what he did. So he took bull shots from both games to do the comparison. I don't know why he didn't just use in-game shots from both games, but whatever. At the end of the day, it is still unfair, and it is clear that this dude is a Sony fag. So I want to ask y'all, what do y'all think? Is it a fair comparison? Do you feel like it's a fair comparison? I mean, the comparison is not fair once you look at one is a linear game and the other is an open world game. You can also throw in there that The Last of Us is a game that came out at the end of the PS3 life cycle versus a launch game. So you can throw that in there too, but at the same time, I think this was very unfair. If he would have put it up against Rise, The Last of Us would have got dumped on. Because, you know, graphically, Rise shits all over The Last of Us. And to be honest with you, The Last of Us isn't even that visually impressive to me. I mean, it's cool, but there's other games that I would show off if I'm trying to show off the PS3 other than Last of Us, as far as if we're talking about graphics. So that's just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments section. And if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. But if you didn't, hit the thumbs down. It'll probably make you feel better, and it won't ruin your fucking day. You dig? But anyway, busy yourself, nigga. Busy yourself. This your boy R8, and I'm out. Deuces.
Hey! New shoes on the Range Rover, good with mine. Motherfuckers act like